Chunyin International Organization launching a campaign on how peace, love, and unity can be restored at the base of our culture. What is culture? Culture is the act and other manifestation of human intellectual achievement regarded collectively. That is, collecting from our parents and passing it over to our children from generation to generation. So it is a belief in the system of our natural way of life in heritage. That is, the pride of the people is their culture. Chunyin has always been a major message emphasizing on peace, love, and unity to lead in most of our cultural associations, both at home and abroad. And since it is collectively from parents to children, in some cases, we need to refer and copy some examples from our history. It will help us to see how we can handle some of our affairs in our community with integrity in order to keep peace, love, and unity the motto of our culture. We have songs that keep reminding us that we are from Chamba, but some of us, especially our children, do not know how this Chamba came about. Since the 18th century, a man with his 7 children, 6 sons and 1 daughter, were called Chamba Leko Group, moving from one place to the other looking for a territory to settle. Their names were Gangsin, Kumbat, Kontan, Gashu, Muti, Ram, and Nanyonga, under the leadership of their father, Garwolbe. They entered Africa through Nigeria, where one of them, called Muti, decided to settle there in Tabara State of Nigeria local government. His other 6 siblings, together with their father, continued the journey. They arrived at Banyo, a department of Adamawa province in Cameroon, in about 1825. There at Banyo, they incorporated a number of other groups, such as Peli, Boom, Buti, and Tikali. The Chamba group and its new allies continued their journey and settled near Bamum Kingdom. In the Bamum Kingdom, there was a small group known as Bati, which had been suffering constant persecution from the Bamum. They saw the Chamba as a glimpse of hope, and so they volunteered to help them subjugate the Bamum. Although the Chamba never succeeded to subjugate the Bamum, they incorporated some of the Bati and continued their journey. River Nun was the gateway for the Chamba into the Bamenda grass field, where they fought with the already established kingdoms of Mankon, Bafut, Pinyin, Meta, and Moramo, but unable to find a territory where they could settle without hostility from the neighboring groups. The Chamba left the Bamenda grass field and moved to Nchang. Garwolbe was not only a fierce warrior, but a charismatic leader. He was pivotal to the group. While in Chang, the worst nightmare befell the group. Garwolbe was killed in a battle. In sorrow, they left Chang and moved towards Bagam, where they reorganized and selected a new leader called Nyamdi. In about 1836, Gangsin succeeded Garwolbe, but his unpopularity and inability to sustain the cohesion of the large group triggered a struggle for the throne. Owing to the fact that none of Garwolbe's sons was able to emerge as the dominant figure, the group eventually split into 7 separate factions led by each of the 6 sons and 1 daughter. The 7 groups were Bali Kumbat, Bali Gangsin, Bali Gashu, Bali Ram, Bali Muti, Bali Kontan, and finally Bali Nyonga. Bali, pronounced today as Bali, simply means of father's lineage. Garwolbe's only daughter, Nanyonga, led the Bali Nyonga group, taking with her most of the Bati, Tikali, Buti, Peli, and Kufat that had been incorporated over the years. They achieved a territory near Mankon where we are today. This accounts for the composite nature of Bali Nyonga, which includes non-Chamba elements from within and beyond the grass field. Nanyonga later handed over power to her son Nyongpasi, who became the first son of Bali Nyonga people and was known as Fonyonga the First. In about 1855, Fonyonga moved to Kufom, a site not far from the present Bali airport. At that time, the site was occupied by Balinkontan that had arrived at that area much earlier. Balinkontan was subjugated and incorporated into Balinyonga group, and its leader compensated with the office of top chief under the Fonyonga Fondom. Other neighboring groups such as the Baku and the Kriyang were also incorporated into Fonyonga Fondom. A year later, Fonyonga I died and his son Galiga succeeded as the new Paul of Balinyonga. In about 1875, Galiga I transferred his palace from Kufom to the present capital. Except for Balinyonga, the Chamba group speaks a different language called Mubako. Mungaka emerged from the mixture of Bati and Bamum languages. Although the royal family retained Mubako for a long time, Mungaka became the dominant language in Bali and subsequently spread in other parts of the grass field. As of now, I may not have mentioned other areas of the Bali history, like the engaging into Cameroon politics, their relationship with the Germans through Dr. Zingraf and many others. But what triggered my emotion to emphasize on this diplomatic history is how they were able to keep the covenant of peace, love, and unity to lead and reign among them in all their affairs. The above history proved beyond reasonable doubt that all the things they did were for the interests of their community, and they were all in unity. Though, as human, they may have had sense of different opinion, but the capacity of their understanding enables them to know that they were all one unit. So they kept certain principles, and those principles has attracted the interest of Chunyin International Organization. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be discussing on a theme how they were able to manage their affairs without hurting one another. Hold your invitation tight and stay connected. Chunyin International Organization will be right there with you. Behind the microphone, I am your humble son or brother, Yotah Le Vrai.